What's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to MPX Rehab. I am your host, the hashtag certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith. Feels good to be back. You tried to replace me.
You were sick. I got an offer. I had to take it, but obviously that didn't work out too well for me.
No, you still got ran over as always.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you're not sure what you're allowed to talk about and what you're not allowed to talk about, you kind of like stop. Yeah. But last week that was a fun show. We enjoyed having you, Richard. Hopefully we can have the three of us again at some point. That'll be a lot more fun.
Won't be for you though.
Probably not. He'll channel you and just like I'll be walked over. Like I said, I look at myself like Byron Saxton, just less talented and good looking.
But I mean, yeah, it was, thanks for Richard for filling in. And you got to use the MPX Event Center, which
that was a lot of fun.
Kind of looked nice.
Even with people training in the background. That was, really cool.
Yeah.
Not the background of the camera, but obviously.
Right.
Because, before we get started, once again, we do want to extend our deepest sympathies and condolences to the friends, family, fans, and everything of of Jackie Kobe Campbell, otherwise known to any of the MPX addicts as Claudia. Mm-hmm. She was a huge and important figure. I unfortunately never got to see her wrestle, though it turns out I may have actually met her more than once. I just had no idea.
Yep.
To those who knew her, those who love her, our hearts go out to you guys. That, along with a shocking announcement that came across Facebook today, Supertech's Brent McKenzie is seemingly stepping away from the ring. He has decided that he has wrestled his last match and is done. So that's going to change things.
Yeah, that post happened literally 3 or 4 hours ago. Kind of took everyone by surprise, still processing it. Brent was, one of the first people that would come on our show, mess with us, kind of.
Yep.
And so, we had a friendship. A hell of a talent, great wrestler, agile, big man. Very reminiscent, of like Bam Bam Bigelow type.
Definitely.
Is going to be greatly missed. I have a feeling he's still going to be around the wrestling business, so to speak, just not wrestling.
Not wrestling. Yeah.
So, and that's just all my speculation, obviously. Haven't talked to Brent yet because it just happened. So,
yeah. I was thinking of messaging him saying, hey, I hope everything's okay. And at the same time, I'm like, how do I word this? Because there's a lot that could be, like we've said before, we're not them. We don't know the toll that they've taken physically, mentally, emotionally. And this week has been pretty hard for, Brent especially.
Yeah, it's not even just Claude. There was someone else in the wrestling world in Texas that someone had passed because there was another wrestler. Can't remember who it was. I think it was Christopher Hayden. He's had 3 people pass away on him in 4 days.
Yeah.
And that's too much.
It was just, 2020 was bad enough. I hope 2021 does not get worse.
Richard says, be a damn journalist and get the scoop. Message him.
I also try to be respectful, Richard.
But yeah, we wish Brent the best. Hope everything's okay. And who knows? It's, as we've always heard in wrestling, never say never. We might see him again. Who knows?
And he's a hell of a guy. He's, strong. He's, strong-willed and everything. Smart guy. Whatever he sets his mind to, he's going to be successful at. I'm convinced.
Yeah, the other one that had passed away, thank you for reminding me, was Brandon Gomez. Apparently he worked in PCW as a cameraman and kind of behind-the-scenes stuff and everything. And so, it's been kind of bad lately for the DFW wrestling area.
I just...
Oh, but everyone wanted 2020 to go away so bad.
But at the same time, if you look at it, Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, for as horrible as it was, had one line that just has stuck with me ever since. It's that we have reached that point where life stops giving us things and starts taking things away. And unfortunately, it's starting to feel like that.
Yeah. As fans, we're always all kind of selfish, with Brent retiring. I don't know, and it's also one of those where it's like, man, just one more match, just
I was
at least
kind of hoping to see him at the Rumble at least.
a last match, right? That was definitely something I thought we were going to get a surprise entrant was him and Machko, to be honest, because we haven't seen either one of them in forever, and they're a huge part of MPX.
Guys at MPX, come on, please, no,
and that's the thing with the Rumble. You always get these kind of semi-returns and big surprises, and that was one I really had in my mind. I was like, oh cool, we're gonna see Brent and Mach, because they're a huge part of MPX history, and that's kind of what the Rumble also is. It's also kind of history. You see a lot of people come back that you haven't seen in forever. I believe it was 3 years ago we had Mike Fox, and that was the first time he had been around in a while.
It's like that led to him being there for like the better part of 2019, and it's like it led to some really incredible matches. So not to mention we got Kyle Davis coming out, and him being on Mainline was so much fun.
So it's just one of those things where again, we don't know their body, and it's his decision. That's fine. I respect that. I thank him for the years of entertainment he's given us, and again, hope and wish him the best in whatever he's going to do.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying future endeavors. Don't worry.
I was going to say something like that. I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be that guy. No, it's not happening. So let's go ahead and talk about last week, the Fallout. That was
a great name.
That was a good name. Yeah.
After
really good.
Yeah. After the happenings of Parabellum, the Fallout was a great name to follow up with.
It's just wow. I mean, it's like we have seen some more build towards the Texas Rumble, which is obviously good, and we have seen some
so good it's already sold out. We tried to warn you 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, last week.
I will admit, it's like just barely came under the wire of getting my tickets. Just barely.
I would have had to do Mainline by myself. But that's we tried warning. Hopefully, I not speaking for MPX management, that's just me. If things were to open up, which I don't think they're going to be honest, they will probably have more seats available, but I don't see it happening. So get the MPX network, which you should already have. Absolutely. But if you don't,
come watch it live.
Watch the Rumble there.
Yeah. And then, of course, after the show, tune into MPX Mainline to watch us bicker back and forth about who deserved to win and who didn't win and everything like that. We may have a new MPX champion at that point.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Nope.
It totally happen.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
No.
We've seen upsets before.
Don't you do that.
But, all right, so the Fallout. First match of the night was actually really good. Just in general, it's like as an exhibition match. I really loved it. It was Johnny O'Mara, Michael Schaefer, and
the Kingsman came back.
Yes, it was great to see the Kingsman, even though you're apparently not allowed to say his name.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about him. So,
but what I loved about the match is just like it showed that Schaefer's been out for a while, but he is still the Kingsman.
He's still Schaefer. He's still a big badass.
Oh yeah, it's like there was that mark on Johnny's side after just
that giant Michael just bear paw.
Bam! I'm just like, ow! I'm messaging him, talking to his wife. It's like, is he okay? Can he breathe? Because I couldn't breathe after that, and I was like 10, 20 feet away.
Yeah, that he's got that, I guess, pale skin of everything leaves a mark, but that one definitely, that was put there for a reason. That wasn't just like a normal, he hit like silver, hits the ropes, and it looks like he's been pained.
Because he had a few of those too, but that one specifically was just like, bam, it's like, ow, and that's just like, that's the power of Michael Schaefer. And it's like, that's what we were talking about when we say we miss big guys. We miss guys who can do stuff like that on accident. Now, mind you, luckily Schaefer is a safe wrestler and doesn't tend to hurt people. So
no, and Schaefer is the power, the agility. I mean, the umbrella bomb is one. If you actually think of the strength it takes to do the umbrella bomb, it's and the coordination, it's pretty powerful and it's impressive as hell.
Yep.
And the most impressive.
Say that Johnny gave as good as he got in this match.
No, he did.
Michael got opened up.
Yeah, I don't know if his elbow or boot or something, but Schaefer got a little cut above the eyebrow. But the umbrella bomb, like I said, man, the most impressive thing I've ever seen at the MPX Event Center, I think, was when he did the Big Fits.
Yeah,
because that's a big boy, and Schaefer did it with ease, and it's devastating. I mean, you see it on the replay every Saturday for the "Don't try this at home" because it hurt.
yeah. It's like there's still just pain.
Yeah.
But of course, after that, it was actually almost more important because it really opened up the field of who has a possibility of winning the Texas Rumble, as both Michael Schaefer and Johnny O'Mara announced that they got invitations to the match.
Yeah, but Schaefer's already eliminated. O'Mara eliminated.
No. The bell hasn't rung for the match.
Oh,
yet,
okay.
So, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was just practice.
Yeah.
So he wasted on a practice. He should have saved it.
It's like when you roll a natural 20 at the beginning of a D&D game. You're just like, no!
Yeah, I actually do. I give all my dice and I'll throw, and I was like, okay, you're the high one, and then roll and nothing. So it's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Schaefer picking up the win with the umbrella bomb, which I can't think of anyone that's kicked out of that in recent memory. I want to say
Dimitri. I think Dimitri.
Well, see, now I was thinking the cash in on Wes was the last one where he failed. And Wes, retained. I thought that was the last time anyone's kicked out of the umbrella bomb.
Might have been, yeah.
But
it was like before that. I think I remember Dimitri kicking out.
And I was going to say not many have.
Match.
But yeah, having Omar, I thought it was it's a good way. I like these announcements, how they happen. If Schaefer gets a semi-dominant win and says, you know what, I'm declaring for the Texas Rumble. I'm not going to fail this company. I'm going to cement my legacy, blah, blah, blah.
And it honestly just showed that it's like Johnny knows how he's going to go into this match. He's going to go in there and he's going to take any advantage that he can, which, is exactly how a guy like his, especially when you see everybody else in that match.
I mean, if it's number one is Omar and number two is Angel Camacho, I'm sorry, Omar.
He's going to spend the first 5-10 minutes
trying to survive.
Yeah.
But I know, and I like how he quote unquote eliminated Schaefer and just says, you know what, I'm in the Texas Rumble. I've accepted the invite, which I kind of like the whole invite situation.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems to not be connecting well with the typical acting chops of the wrestlers.
Right.
Now they're saying, I'm getting in.
Because they're used to the whole, I declare when, no, now you're invited. I kind of like that. I like how MPX management has no, we've invited certain wrestlers, and they either decline or accept. So I kind of like that. Plus, it plays into later on in the show.
Oh, yeah. No, that'll be a whole lot of fun. But so that's going to be a lot of fun. After that, we got Tatum Manning coming out and basically declaring that, once again, he did not attack Frankie Fisher.
But he did.
Did he?
He did.
Everybody keeps saying it's Frankie never actually saw who attacked him. It's who, it's who people are telling him that Tatum attacked.
Aren't you the one who told me, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, or we were talking about something, you're like, when there's enough smoke, there's fire?
Yeah.
So if enough people are saying Tatum's doing it, that's your phrase. I'm using it against you, sir.
Yeah, that's fair, but at the same time, watch. It's not going to be Tatum. It's not going to be Casey. It's going to be somebody completely out of left field.
It was me, Austin.
Austin, you heard him. But he's laid down a challenge to Frankie Fisher, basically saying that it's we're going to settle this one-on-one. No gimmicks, no.
Yeah, that's we were arguing on the main line. It's oh yeah, so it's an DQ street fight. And you're like, he didn't say that. And I go, if there's no gimmicks and there's no rules, it's a street fight.
Well, I think I'm pretty sure it's if he didn't say, it's pretty much saying he just wants it to be a straight one-on-one match.
See, and I wasn't getting that. I was getting, he wants anything goes. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. I don't care about a pin. I don't care. Honestly, this is, to me, the best way to set this up, honestly, is last man standing. It's
a last man standing match would be fantastic. I mean, it's the Rumble, so the Rumble's already taking up a good time.
Right. But I mean, just something like that. Because it's something I want to see. We see a glimpse of it later on. But Tatum and Casey is something that I think is going to be a good match and possibly a good feud for many years to come here at MPX, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
But Tatum on the mic, there's not many people right now that can touch him. And
poor Noah, actually, it was good to see Noah on the mic. It really was.
A little bit, when he first started, you could tell he was kind of nervous. I think he kind of, but then when he got into it, it was pretty solid. And I'm like, oh, that was good.
Yeah, and it's like it's really just showing that he is coming into his own. And I'm really, it's like I want to see more of that. I want to see more of put Noah out there, put him outside. I guess you could say his comfort zone. Make him be more out there. Like put him in front of a camera, have him cut a promo, give him a mic, have him cut a promo, have him basically start to become more of his own. Character.
Exactly.
It's like most of the time with Casey and Noah, it's been Casey leading the way. And now we have the Clay way. He is a fully developed character. He's
they've pretty much somewhat, I say somewhat because we'll get into it, spoiler next week, somewhat separate because they have their own music separate and everything. Casey's got his own thing with Tatum. He's got his Clayway shirt. He's got his little hand gesture. Like he's got everything set. He's got different tights. Then there's Noah, and it's like
the pink kind of threw me this week.
I liked it.
It's not bad. I was just like, is that purple under different lighting, or is that actually?
No, it's good. It's the Bret Hart. Like I said, it's Bret and Owen. Damn it.
Oh jeez.
I miss our retro show. But no, if Noah again, if we can get him a little more on the mic, get him some more. I don't know, just out of his comfort zone. In ring's getting a lot better, and he's always been solid. But there's been the in ring charisma that was missing, and we really saw it come out in the Ultimate Surrender match. When he was pretty much getting the shit beat out of him and just screaming for help. That
really
was
good. At that part.
Yes, he is. And
this one allowed him to mount a kind of an offense and actually be a little more.
And that was the other thing. Even with the tag match with Red, he was kind of the veteran in that. And he looked good in it, and his in-ring charisma there was good too. The thing I like about this match with him coming out and pretty much saying, look, you got a problem with Case, you got a problem with me. One, it solidifies their friendship, brotherhood, tag team, whatever. That's cool. The other thing I liked was on Tatum's side, it was a very vicious Tatum. This is not he
was a dick.
Like part of me was sitting there, I'm like, God, Tatum's a heel right now because he was doing a bunch of heel shit. But it was, if you go back and look at wrestling, like, and what we always compare him to, this is exactly what The Rock did. Even when if he was face or heel, he was still this cocky son of a bitch, arrogant,
and if
aggressive asshole.
And gets in his face, he will show them the error of their ways with a slap.
And that slap was hard.
Oh, geez.
Not as hard as the one him and Casey did when they first stood off, but that one to Noah was pretty good. And I don't know if it was Tatum is trying to maybe help Noah by like, come at me more, or if this is the way Tatum wanted to go. I don't know if this was a teaching lesson maybe for Noah, or if this was, no, Tatum wants to be more aggressive.
God, the 2019 MPX Rookie of the Year is now the veteran teaching the rookie how to come out of his shell. How's that for just...
Well, I mean, think about it. Ryan kind of did the same thing. I mean, Ryan was a year in when he became kind of the guy at MPX. Same with Tommy and everything. There's something special about this young group of guys we got.
From legs to
Noah, Casey, Eden. There's so many great talents coming out of the MPX events in our training, and it's just, I don't want to say it's lucky, but I mean they have a great trainer in Kirby. And they also have great trainers that are gone through to help them, like Ryan.
And also, it's like, from everything I've seen, from everything I've talked to the current trainees, past trainees, and people who are just starting out and everything like that, the support system within the trainees right now is just freaking incredible. They are there for each other, and that's what's really making these incredible matches between such new wrestlers.
Right, and that's what I was trying to get with Tatum and Noah is it feels like Tatum was really there to be like, look, I know you can do this, let's go. And he pushed Noah to, I think, a limit.
I want to see more of that. It's like, let's put Noah out there. Let's force him to have to step up because he's shown that he can and he will. And I'm here for it. I've been saying this, like, we need something to pull him out of his shell since the beginning, and we're seeing it.
And yeah, it was like I said, I like this aggressive Tatum because I choked on main line. I was like, no, he's from Southlake, he's not tough. But then we get the match with we get the match with Sky, and he shows that toughness and that arrogance, and he did it here with Noah again, and just a little bit more because he can power Noah, he couldn't power Sky.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I enjoy this where we're going with this Tatum Manning. I like it.
And talking about the trainees, let's talk about the newest addition to the actual wrestling roster. Red Chambers coming out, this time with no Pokemon to help him out.
No platypus?
No Psyduck.
No duck?
Yeah. Taking on Ashton Jacobs, who I think is actually a fantastic choice of opponent for him.
Yeah, no, it was very good. You got someone who is experienced and helping, and we saw a lot more of what Red could do. If you look at the matches Red's been in, they're kind of one-sided or tag. And in tags, you can break out a little, but not a lot. And what we saw with Red here, I thought was good. Still not a fan of the Pokemon gimmick. It's more of
they can't all be winners.
No, I know. And I think part of it was, especially with the Psyduck. Because immediately I was like, what the hell is this? And someone had to explain to me. I don't like being explained things, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, if you want to do the Pokemon thing, then let's do it a little different. Let's, I don't know, do something really out there. And before the show, he sees a wrestler, Skip. And then he throws a Pokeball, and all of a sudden he becomes like Skip. He wrestles like Skip. He acts like Skip. Yeah. He takes their power kind of thing. Something like that. I don't...
Why he'd want to wrestle like Skip?
Well, I was just saying because I remember there was a vignette with Skip in the background. But something like that. Like he mimics or he takes on the wrestler that he's captured or he's fighting, or this, like he beat Ashton Jacobs, therefore now he's got Ashton Jacobs abilities. Just something different. If you want to play with the Pokemon thing, do that.
Yeah, it's I'll admit, it's I'm okay with the lightning badge that or the electric badge that he's got on, but I'm just I think for his wins, he should be collecting badges.
Yeah, something. And who knows? We might...
Something to kind of further that. But that's me.
Right.
That's me.
Well, and it's, because it's...
I mean, I know there are people who just want him to drop it all together and find something new. But, I'm just saying, take what you've got, work on it. That way, when you do decide to change it later, you can,
He's already named Red. He's, He's pasty white. Just throw him with the pub crawlers. Have Zero and Johnny, take him under their wing. Is he old enough to drink yet?
I have no idea.
Yeah, see? So then they'll have Johnny and Zero take him around to the bars and stuff. We'll just make another punker.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. One of the things that actually does irk me a little bit, how many of the trainees and new kids are so young, not even old enough to drink. It's just ow, that hurts me.
Yeah.
But this was a good match. Red came out with the win. And actually, that's... really impressive.
It was. It was if I remember correctly, it was a small package or a quick roll up. So it's not. It's what a rookie and a new person against a bigger guy would do. So I like the finish. I want to know people's finishers. I kind of want to know Noah. I have no idea what Noah does for a finish.
Yeah,
I think it's an elbow drop.
I think
because we've never really seen Noah win a match.
Yeah.
I mean, in the matches he's won, there've been tag matches, so
yeah. And it's it's been a setup to where it's him and Casey, so it's kind of Casey does something and then Noah gets up and does the off the top rope.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's his normal finisher or if that's their tag finisher or what.
Yeah.
Because but we'll see. Yeah. It's and with Red, maybe we'll get to see a finisher. Maybe he doesn't have one quite yet.
Right.
It's oh God, who was it that says the finisher is whatever move you finish a match with?
Exactly. So
it's
right now he's a small package.
Yeah, his finisher of this match was the small package.
Joe did say that some bars were good Pokestops. So.
Yep, that is actually absolutely true. I've big shots. I have gotten quite a bit on there.
There's no telling what else you'll catch at Big Shots.
Just stay out of the bathrooms and stay away from the drunker women.
Yeah.
Or drunker people in general, really.
I was going to say, does it just have to be women?
No, it doesn't.
Because I'm pretty sure the story we heard from Richter was not in the women's bathroom. I'm going
off of what I've heard from Richter.
It was in the men's bathroom.
True.
Which is, ever since I heard the story, I do not go there.
Well, then there's the people that Tyler's gone home with, and
And we're not supposed to talk about that. We don't talk about the Motel 6 or whatever it is.
I don't know the details. I don't want to know the details. But let's go ahead and, speaking of people we like to see at Big Shots, Zero versus Matt Locke. Segue.
That was a great segue.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, notice how I did not lead that segue. I was trying to lead it with let him join the pub crawlers. No, we glossed over that one.
Yeah. Well, it's because we didn't know how old he was. Like, do we continue that line of thinking? But Zero coming out, taking on Matt Locke, who is still having some issues with Dexter Hardaway.
Dexter, unfortunately, wasn't there.
Yeah.
But he gave a nice little FaceTime
he told him not
pep
to
talk.
Told him not to do the super kick, but do an inverted top rope
power bomb.
Yeah. It's like,
everyone knows what that is.
Do we though?
Yeah. Everyone knows what a top rope inverted power bomb is. And he was about to set it up. I thought, again, I love the chemistry with Dexter and Matt Locke. Yeah, I think it's great.
And I'm hoping to see that, especially with the development of Afterward. I just that's going to lead to a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah, Dexter and Matt's great together. Matt and Zero I thought was really good. Mm-hmm. Matt, again, I love Matt Locke, as stiff as he is, or as stiff looking as he is. Just everything he does looks very powerful.
He looks like a powerhouse. I mean, it's like, I'll admit, it's like first time we saw him, I remember him being he was a little more
chunky,
toned.
I was going the other way, but okay.
Well, no, it was like, actually he's bigger now than he was the first time we saw him, or at least the first time I remember seeing him.
I was going to say, I don't remember. I know he was on the Battle Royal type thing.
Yeah, it's like, and when, of course, saw him recently, because after COVID hit, he, kind of put on the Quarantine 15 that a number of other people have already put on and everything, but it actually works on him.
Zero and his 15 ounces. But no, that was the other thing. Going back to the stiffness, there was a kick in the middle of the match. I thought just broke Zero in half.
Oh, jeez. I mean, he's like, we say it a lot and we mean it every time, because we know what it means to, for us anyway. Nobody dies like Zero, and he died a lot in this match.
Yeah.
But still came out with a win, so that was really great.
He did. He got a win. Like I said, so now he's won, right? Yeah. He's no longer 0. It's 1.
It's 1, yeah. And like I said, it can't be -1, so it's all good.
But no, yeah, it was great. The crowd reaction was great with it. When he came out, when he won.
It's like,
when he left.
The roof didn't come unglued, but people were happy to see him win. People were chanting for him to win. And when he did win, I think some of it was like, wait.
I think more people were shocked. I was like, wait, was that 3 or did Matt kick out?
did Matt kick out? Is Zero getting screwed somehow? This is what we're used to seeing. Zero's not allowed to win. We never see that, but he actually won, and it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see him in the Rumble.
Well, who knows? Maybe. If he accepted the invite.
If he got the invite, because Richard was saying he hasn't got.
That's true.
Yeah.
Some have not received yet.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll get one.
Who knows? But yeah, right after that.
Not right after that, but later on in the night, we saw, Matt Locke taking a lot of punishment from Dexter over FaceTime or whatever.
Well, because, Dexter, being the good MPX athlete he is, was watching on the network.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. You should definitely make sure, network.mpxwrestling.com. Watch it live. Hey.
Oh, you decided to make a return?
Finally.
Yes.
Hi, buddy. How you doing? But, he's taking a lot of verbal punishment from Dexter. Dexter's like, how could you lose? And he's telling him, next, our next big lesson is going to be on cheating. And he brings up the knuckle. I love the knuckles. That was actually my favorite. And somebody takes the phone from Matt, and I lost my mind.
I was going to say, I don't know who was more orgasmic, you or Melanie, because good God.
As former NWA champion, Tim the Perfect Storm. I fanboyed. I'm sorry. Yeah. You can make fun of me all you want, but...
You and Melanie sure did.
No, she did more than fanboy.
It sounded like you did too, to be honest.
You'll note they had to bring out the mops after the show. Because she spilled her drink, people. Yeah, okay. Come on, get your minds out of the gutter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's where we're going with that. You're going to choke yourself, Kat.
But Tim Storm seemingly taking Matt Locke under his wing.
Yeah, and that's it's going to be very different going from Dexter to Tim Storm. Obviously, people are going to say Tim Storm's better. Who are we to say? We don't know. Yeah. And that's the other thing is I'm trying to remember, at least to my knowledge, can't think of a time Tim Storm's been in MPX.
I have no idea. It was before my time.
I was going to say, and it may be way in the early days of MPX, but I would say it's definitely been a number, at least 5 years since he's been here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. And then, Texas Rumble is coming up. Maybe surprise entrant Tim Storm meets Dexter in the ring. Who knows?
Maybe.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where we go with this with Matlock.
Yeah.
Does he stick with Dexter, who's, Dexter went out and helped. He tried to reach to him. Yeah. Or is he going to go with you're a former champ, I'll go with you.
Yeah, who knows? We could see some, I kind of now want to see Tim Storm versus Dexter Hardaway, though.
That's what I was hoping we were leading to, because that's the match I really want to see.
That is really the match I want to see.
As soon as we saw Tim Storm.
I have a feeling we're going to see Dexter get destroyed in the match, but still, that's going to be a good match one way or the other. Definitely main event quality for MPX. Might be match of the year for all we know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to top what happened at the end of the show, but we'll see.
True. But after that, we had Kiefer Bartek taking on Mr. Legs, because earlier in the night, Kiefer Bartek had been cleaning out everybody in the back, from Richard Hill to Skip Terrific to everybody. And then Mr. Legs shows up saying, I've never played poker before. And
lies.
He's got that beginner's luck that just seems to happen, especially when you get the cocky veteran and everything like that. And he just cleans Kiefer out completely, taking his hat even, which
justice
looked actually really good on Mr. Legs.
Justice for the sheriff. Come on.
Just ice. I mean, it's cold enough.
No. That was great. I love the vignettes. I love Legs is phenomenal at his character. With Randy and Lenny. It worked.
It worked a lot. And then, of course, this leading to the match where they both put their MPX Texas Rumble invitations on the line. And whoever wins will come away with 2 invitations, 2 entrants.
Which is just, I love it and also hate it. I love it because it's kind of cool. It's funny. Haha. But then I also hate it because it's the logistically. Okay, so they draw numbers at random. What if literally the numbers they draw, he's still in the ring? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like we have a logistic error now.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm too logical when I think about that. Yeah. So,
well, you never know. They may have that whole thing of Mr. Legs. Nope. Put it back in. We'll get that on again later. Yeah.
Can't do that.
You could totally do that.
No.
But the match itself actually did a lot. I think it did a lot for Legs because Kiefer is a heck of a wrestler.
Yes, he is.
It's long arm of the law, so therefore it was arms versus legs. And Kiefer is really good with his character, so someone for Legs to play off of. And I think that's one of the big things that makes it Legs versus Sky so great is they have characters to play off of each other.
That and they're just vastly different.
Yeah.
The sheriff coming out, Neon Moon, the hat, everything.
You
Legs
cut
coming
me off
out
before I could finish my line on that one on Mainline. Because I was going to make a big deal about how I was like, he's got that. He had the silly hat, but it seems like Kiefer doesn't like silly things on top of his head, whether it's a silly hat or a man bun.
Yeah, I'm glad I stopped you on that then. We don't talk about the man bun.
You got an actual example of what it looks like when I'm talked over and bulldozed on camera, and then you go and do it anyway on Mainline. Jeez,
it's what I do. It's what's fun and what people enjoy. People don't want to hear you. I don't know how many times we have to go through this.
People don't want to hear me. They don't want to read me. It's like if I could find another host for you, I might just step back and do a directorial role. We'll see.
Well, there's Richard apparently.
Richard, you want to co-host with him? That'll be a lot of fun. You can bulldoze him next.
But I don't bulldoze easy, sir. But going back to Kiefer and Legs, it was great. Like we said, the chemistry and the comedy was great from the videos and vignettes they did to him bringing out the Sheriff Woody hat. No, I found you a hat.
It was great.
Things like that was great. The match itself was good. It's good to. We know Legs is good, but we've seen Legs against our people. We've never really seen Legs against kind of outsiders. And even though Kiefer is not really an outsider, he is.
I mean, yeah, it's like he's considered God, what's that word? Not extra. Backup. My brain's glitching. I forgot the word.
Special talent.
No.
Special appearance.
Auxiliary.
Okay.
Auxiliary talent.
But yeah, having Kiefer go against Legs, we really saw. Honestly, to me, we saw how good Legs is. Because yes, Legs and Sky Masters are good, but good God, they've worked each other so many times. He trains with Casey, Noah, and Tatum, and all them. So of course he looks good in those matches. So having him go against Kiefer, someone coming in, who yes we've seen several times, and I would love for Kiefer to come in every Saturday. I love Kiefer. It was great to see Legs break out against someone completely different that he's never really worked before. So it was great.
It's like if we can get Legs versus talent that we don't often see at MPX more often, that would be freaking fantastic. Whether he wins or loses, just what.
He says they couldn't hear you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There are a lot of people who are like, I don't know what he's talking about. I could hear him fine. I don't know. I guess it depends on your speakers.
I was going to say, I had a hard time hearing you. I had to turn it all the way up. But
yeah.
But no, this is great. And again, just going back, Randy's a cheater. I don't why.
He had an ace. Called you out on that. You need to stop saying that stuff about Randy.
I know, that was pretty fun. So now I got Legs and Schaefer mad at me. Yay. That was great.
They can team up against you, the Legsmen.
No, stop doing that. Then yeah.
Well, we've already got the Ryan versus Kiefer, lariat off with you as the special target.
No, I'm telling you, we have our cameraman on mainline would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
But the match was great. The vignettes were great. Loved everything about that match. I wanted Kiefer in the Rumble.
I know. I was like that. If I'm disappointed about anything, it's the idea that Kiefer might not be in the Rumble. It's just like, but I like Kiefer.
Yeah.
And I want to see him in the Rumble.
But now that I think about it, I think the Rumble is the same day as New Texas Pro. So that might be
why. Why would anybody schedule against the Rumble?
Well, to be fair, this one's at least in Houston.
True.
It's not, where I think it was 2 years ago, there was 5 or 6 shows on Rumble Day, and everyone realized, we can't go against MPX.
Yeah.
Because the Rumble
one day people will actually learn that and, check their egos about it. So, Mr. Legs now has 2 entries into the Texas Rumble. And I don't know.
Again,
I kind of want to see him
it,
get a third one just so we can have all 3 members of the League of Legs get the entry.
So what, he just reaches over and pulls one over the rope and all of a sudden it's in? Like, I don't...
Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
That was bad.
What?
They're all bad.
League of Legs? That's something that was already called. I've got production over here beating me up or throwing things at me at least. But it's like basically I just love to see that, or if we're just going to keep with the 2, maybe we get Mr. Legs for the first entrant and everything like that. He gets eliminated, comes back, and it's Eccentric Eddie. Do a Faces of Foley kind of thing.
No.
Yeah, come on.
We were never supposed to say that. We've done very good at not saying who Eccentric Eddie was. Way to go, Jay. Ruin it all. You ruined the fun.
Yeah, well, people don't know who he really is.
No, we're already doing 3 full Philly with Sagan. I'm telling you. I want Sagan to come back, and I want 3 of them.
Yes, the RT, Chemo, and House Sagan. Yes. That would be fantastic. But
he probably could do 6 of them.
He could fill most of a Rumble match just with his alter egos.
Because you got the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'd come in as a referee. He's just like a special competitive referee.
Yep. He could do it all.
Coming in as his Power Rangers character.
Speaking of referees, we had Bambi back. That was wonderful.
Bambi back. Welcome back, Bambi.
That was great to have.
Yeah. But
told you. Wrong. Bad Jay.
Yeah, whatever. But after that, we had Brixton Shaw making return and Stephen Kirby coming back after a month away.
Yep.
So he got a huge pop coming out.
Yeah, this was a match that I didn't know I wanted to see till I was picking my friend Pat up, and he said, he goes, it's probably going to be Kirby and Shaw, right? And I was like, no. Ooh. So, I mean, like, he called it before we even got there, so that was kind of cool.
Man, he's almost better at predicting the booking than we are.
Yeah. It happens.
And then again, we publicly say what we think the booking is going to be, so we have a chance to change
right,
it.
so they change it.
Yeah.
But Kirby and Shaw was something that was amazing.
Because Kirby coming out, and I'm a big fan of the fun-loving Kirby coming out. You know, just like whether he's drunk or having, just having fun, cracking jokes. I love this version of Kirby. It's I know you're a bigger fan of Greatest Human Being Alive.
Well, they're very similar. Just one's more asshole-ish, which is weird because they're both kind of assholes.
Yeah, they're both assholes. But the funny thing is, it's the face version that's the bigger asshole.
Right.
And I love it. It's great. It's a whole lot of fun. And Brixton is out there. He's got the new Eden Grace shirt, which
you can get.
Yeah, you can pre-order now.
Yep.
And I will actually be pre-ordering one because it's cool.
She's the center of the universe.
Yes. Oh God, and I love the fact that after Rehab last week, she's coming out and like, I am a fucking delight.
She is.
Yes.
She is. I don't know what Rich is talking about.
That's the kind of engagement I want to see, whether it's, directly onto the show or, referencing the show or something like that. Just, I'd prefer it if...
You just like people using your stuff.
We'll get to that one in a moment.
But yeah, no, having Brixton and Kirby was great. I loved, again, just kind of two bigger powerhouse guys going at it, because if you look at the matches Brixton's had, he's powered over everyone. He powered against Kirby, but not like he has been.
It's like he hit a bit of a wall with Kirby because, it's Stephen Kirby.
And then how dare Travis take drinks? That's, that's showing favoritism, and he's unbiased.
I almost wanted to see Brixton take a drink as well, and just the three of them be like drunk in the middle of the ring.
Sir, he's a pure athlete. He doesn't drink.
I know, but it's the whole thing of there's what I kind of want to see, and there's what I understand why I'm seeing what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny, I can't remember who it was, but someone was sitting there and immediately, I think it was after Travis took a second drink, right? We still have COVID going around. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we do, but they're okay. They've been tested.
We still got COVID going around, and, of course, people not wearing their fucking masks in the building.
3 people. 3 out of 25. It's okay.
Yeah, but they were being, consistent issues. So, if you don't want to wear your mask at the show, even though MPX management has mandated that you need to, stay home and watch the network.
$9.99. Mm-hmm. Well, he apologized on your post.
Actually, I don't know who it was directly.
Oh, I know. Just someone said, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, I think that whoever the person who apologized wasn't even there. So.
Oh, okay. Well, okay then.
Yeah. But
Brixton getting the win, still undefeated.
Yeah, Brixton getting the win.
Undefeated. To do like Bianca Belair. What's her name? Yeah. Belair.
Yes. Finally, it's like Eden Grace has fully... finally crossed the full line from, just taking pot shots to directly influencing the outcome.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Brixton's just faster.
She was right in front of us.
I thought it was great.
It was.
The only thing, and I thought they timed it perfectly, because, to stop him for a millisecond, which is pretty much what it was. They were at 9 already.
Yeah.
To stop him for that little second, cool. She can do that.
She would.
If you would grab a foot, Kirby would have dragged her into the ring. If there was say it was on 8, he would have dragged her through the ring. So I thought the timing on that was perfect. It was laid out beautifully. Well done. And I thought she did good. I thought she did good from everything. When she grabbed the whiskey bottle out of their hands, when she came out, of course, the only thing she messed up, which is what everyone talks about, is saying Brixton Stone instead of Shaw. Which,
and considering, she works with Jackson Stone all the time, somebody having a similar enough sounding name. I mean, somebody already consistently calls him Braxton. So, it's not like it's any worse.
Well, Melanie's drunk. Give her a break.
But she corrected herself over
no, she does, and that's the thing.
She said it correctly for the rest.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just it's the same with Noah. It's the little hiccups on the mic that once you do it more and more and more, you'll get better at it. And I think she has, from the time we've seen her, has gotten better.
Just gotten better and better. And that's why I'm actually more than happy to have her kick me off.
I was going to say, look at the first time she came on Mainline compared to the last time she came on Mainline. It was a vast difference.
Yeah. It's like she is... Eden, you are perfectly welcome to kick me off the show and come and, cut a promo and everything like that, because if we can help you, expand your abilities and everything like that, I'm all for it.
Yeah, which I have no problem with it. I'm not allowed to talk either. I just get to stand there. So
she just takes over the show for about like a minute and a half.
Which is fine.
The Eden Grace show, and that's
center
fine.
of the universe.
Center of the universe.
See,
and
start playing in it.
She's a freaking delight, man.
She is. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I just remembered something. Somebody was bitching about how it's like, oh, well, you need to be, plugging your client rather than plugging yourself. It's like, what? She's doing a fantastic. Asshole.
Yeah. Well, pretty sure that was, You're talking about me, aren't you?
No, it was somebody on.
Because I was like, I did say that. I was like, that's the only problem I have.
No, it was
with the best manager in DFW is it's all about him. It's not about his clients.
There's different levels on this one though. She's there. She's doing a lot
that's
of the
all she talks about is Brixton. So.
Yeah, it's like most of the time, all she talks about is Brixton. When somebody comes at her, she goes out and she just, someone says, oh man, she's such a bitch. I'm a fucking delight.
She is.
That is perfect. That is fantastic. She comes out with shirts. She plugs the shirts. I'm going to buy one of the shirts. I need a new shirt anyway, because, I'm realizing that a lot of my shirts are starting to be people who no longer wrestle.
Yep. I know. I've got like 12 shirts I'm not allowed to wear now. So,
But, yeah. This was great. The match was fantastic. Can't wait to see Brixton in the Rumble.
Yeah,
because he's just really.
He was the first one not first one to declare. He's the first one invited, I guess.
Well, I think he didn't give MPX management much of a choice.
Well,
I mean, it was.
No. Eden.
I was going to say we discussed it with him, so I guess she got the invite.
Eden is. We're going old school manager with this. Eden runs everything, and that's what I kind of like about what everything they're doing with Eden is. It's very old school feel.
Yeah,
it's a lot different than Jamie and Isaac and everything we've had before. Not just because of the whole male female contrast. The way she talks and the way she talks about her clients and the way she talks about I do this and I do that, and how Brixton doesn't really say anything. I mean, he's had mic time here and there.
Yeah,
but it's all through Eden, and I like that.
It's one of those things again where it's like Brixton doesn't need a manager, but him having Eden and the connection and the contrast and everything, it just works.
Yep.
It makes for a very interesting character for them, and I'm excited to see it more.
Yep.
It's honestly one of the best things that we've seen happen in the last 6 months in a while.
Yeah.
So let's see. After that, we got a tag team match of Sky versus a partner of Isaac's choosing, and Clay versus a partner of his choosing. And of course, Clay was upset because Noah was already beat down.
Yeah, Noah had to go and ruin Casey's plan, I guess.
Yeah, but he's of course blaming Tatum. That seems to be a trend with him.
Well, it is Tatum's fault. Tatum hurt him too bad. He couldn't work double duty. Yeah. Tatum just beat him too bad.
But so, of course, Isaac chose the Empress of Excessive Violence in Malin, and Clay got somebody who I don't know why they would accept a match against Sky.
He prepared Sky's favorite meal.
Yeah, I guess that was the point. He's like, if this goes south for me, at least I can throw this in front. Skip, terrific. Or as I like to call him when he goes up against Sky, Skip Delicious.
Because, it's going back to what you're trying to put Casey as, is how he's always going to blame Tatum. He's going to blame other people. Well, yeah, now he has to blame Skip. He picks Skip because, if we lose, Skip's fault.
And of course, when it comes to him blaming Tatum, of course, he comes out and everybody suddenly jumped on the bandwagon of, Casey did it. It was Casey's fault. Brilliant deduction, Holmes. I wonder where you got the idea.
From last week's show and watching wrestling and knowing that... You gotta let that go.
It's just a little.
You need to let your anger go.
Yeah.
Just because someone copied your ideas,
almost point for point
plagiarism,
I know,
and post it just like you did. Just a week later. Mm-hmm. Hey, at least they waited.
Yeah, I'm not salty or anything. No,
apparently not.
But yeah, so I mean, it does make for. It's like the story is very obvious between Casey and Tatum. I mean, Casey is obviously quick to point out, and there's the hole in his story of, well, if he was in the ring, so therefore couldn't have been the one to attack him, how does he know who attacked Frankie anyway?
Right. So then why does that mean Casey did it if Casey was in the ring?
Yeah, it's like it's just like, but he's all so quick to say, oh, I know it was Tatum. How do you know it was Tatum? How do you know? If you were in the ring, so therefore couldn't have been the one to attack him, how could you be the one to be the witness? How could you know? It's like, and it's worked. I like it. And like I said, I would not be surprised nor disappointed if it turned out to be someone completely out of left field. Like you've said, we've already got our own Samoan.
Yep. It needs to be. See, someone did it for the Tatum.
But let's go ahead and talk about the match itself. Sky was Sky. He was an absolute monster coming in, and it's like it didn't matter if it was Casey, if it was Skip, he was destroying whoever he was against.
Yeah.
Skip did a serviceable job.
Skip is...
By the way, Sky said he's always listening.
I'm sure he is. Please don't kill me.
Yeah, you're screwed.
I am.
A lot of people want Sky to kill you. So.
I know. They want Kiefer and Ryan to hurt him.
No one wants that.
Yeah, no,
you and Bambi wanted that. Notice no one else has said that. I'm pretty sure
Stacy wanted that too.
No, Stacy did not. Stacy? No. Stacy loves me. But no, this is for Skip. If you hadn't coined Zero as the no one can die like Zero, no one can die like Skip.
Honestly, if there's anybody who could be a successor to that throne, it would be Skip.
I mean, Skip, every time we see him, he's great.
Yeah. Oh God, what do you say this time?
Nothing. We're discussing things that we'll all three talk about later.
I'm sure.
But no, this match was good. It was the first time we saw Malin. I enjoy and like what we're trying to do with it. We're trying to do the old school kind of Undertaker where nothing hurts her.
Yeah. It's like I said she had that creepy doll vibe about her. It's just the way that it's like she took hits from, was it Casey or Skip?
Skip, I think.
Skip. It's like she took hits from him and she just kind of had that,
the snap. Yeah.
Snap everything back into place. That was creepy.
I love all that. I just follow through on your strikes. Hit hard.
It's not even just like strikes.
Everything just seemed very light. Yeah. And that's been my whole problem.
Part of me wonders, and I don't know this personally because I have a thing about putting things in my eyes. Those kinds of contacts, I've heard people say that those kinds of contacts are not great for actually being able to see in.
Right.
So I'm wondering if that was part of the problem there. If Malin was having problems,
maybe,
being able to judge everything, and so therefore was really trying to play it safe.
Right. It was just
I'd rather that. I really would.
I mean, it's professional wrestling. It's not ballet. If they want to punch the shit out of someone, let them punch the shit out. I'd much rather want to look real.
I'm not even talking the punching. The punching, it's like if you accidentally clock someone in the face.
That was really my only problem with the strikes. Like, there were some mess ups here and there, but that's because honestly, we don't know when the last time they were in the ring.
Everything looked a lot softer.
Right.
Than I'm used to seeing with wrestlers. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. And again, I think once because this is the first time, at least to my knowledge, they've done this. Like, she's worked as this character in this environment, trying to get it down.
And you know what? If she can wrestle a match like that, wearing that mask, people, wear your fucking masks.
I was wondering if you're going to mention it.
Oh,
I was just waiting. If you weren't, I was going to, but I was like, I'll let him do it because I know he's going to. But yeah, everything she had, like you said, the contacts, the mask. We don't know when or how long she's been trying to do this character. And it's the same, I think, once you do it, the same as always. Once you do it more and once you get to repetition, it'll come down. I think the strikes will solid up and they'll be hard. Because I'd much rather have going back to Eden, I'd much rather have the Eden slap the shit out of someone and then go, oh shit, as opposed to the
Yeah,
Like,
no, and that's what I was talking about. It's like when it comes to strikes, lay into them.
Yeah.
If you accidentally clock someone, sorry, Johnny. But it's some of the other stuff just looked really soft.
Right.
And that's all.
Yeah.
It's like it was.
But I
don't know how to put it. It's like technically speaking, it looked fine.
It wasn't.
It just looked.
It looks like we were going 75, 50% speed instead of 100% speed.
Yeah.
But again, loved the character work.
Yes.
Her mannerisms, her actions, her head tilts, everything about that was great.
Creepy as hell, and I'm here for it.
Yes. We got a lovely Isaac video, which I love every time. And again, seriously, every time he's on, it's silent in that building, and I love it. There
was one person talking during the video, but it was one of the little girls that sits near us. And that's fine.
Well, and I think she was even commenting on the video.
So it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Isaac's. That's the effect of Isaac Mazer.
Mm-hmm. It was great. Yeah, and I forgot, I was going to mention when Tatum was in there, he brought Entree back.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Entree. One of the few men to survive, Scott Lacrimosa.
Yep.
I'm one of the other ones, and so, it's like, I'm not dead yet.
No, you're dead. You'll never be on the network because you died, so.
I know.
Yeah. So the next award show, it's me and Richard. It's not you.
Okay.
So.
Hey, if I can, like I said, if I can get that bigger, better, it's like, just make a whole event out of it. I'd love that.
Yeah.
It's entirely selfish of me, but it's just like, come on, we've got a year to plan it. I will raise the money if I have to.
Oh, we're actually doing like plaques and shit.
I would love to do that shit. Get actual awards. Maybe have an exhibition match or two.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That was probably the best day of 2020 for me.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was great.
So it's like, I want that feeling, but bigger.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get on to the main event, because this is the one that everybody showed up for. And if you didn't show up for it, you were there for it after. Jackson Stone taking on Wheeler Yuta. And oh my God, this was a hell of a match.
So great.
Yes.
I was extremely hyped for this. It's the only thing that really kept me going all week, to be honest. I was looking forward to this so much. Just because I've wanted to see Yuta live for so long. I missed him when I was in Maine. He started kind of getting big after I had left.
And it's like,
he's amazing.
He really is. Like, technically speaking, he is.
Like I said, I've got him up there as the top in the top 5 right now, going today as the best technical wrestlers there are. Wheeler Yuta is one of the best talents that I think is going to be on a bigger stage sooner rather than later. He's
quick. He's talented. He's experienced. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the size of Jackson Stone.
No. And Jackson, he tried to chop him back to Philadelphia. God.
It would have saved him on flight money.
Man, his chest.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. It's just like, ow, that hurt to look at. I mean, it wasn't quite Killing Johnny levels.
No.
But it was bad.
And then it was, I loved the very beginning of the match because, one, they're obviously good friends.
Yeah.
But just the chemistry they had, and then, Yuta immediately rolling and trying to lock something. Jack's like, nope, I don't play that game.
Nope, not happening.
He's like, I know what you're about. I'm not about that. And then I think it was shortly after that Jackson gave him his first chop, and it's like, that's what Jackson's about.
Yeah. And just from beginning to end, it was a great match. I mean, it's like, I know that some of the addicts weren't exactly all there for the main event, but when people, it was like by the end of the match, people were on board.
It was great. I was afraid how the Addicts were going to react to Yuta because I've said it before, the Addicts are mainly WWE type product people. If they don't know WWE and I guess now AEW to a degree, they don't know the people coming in. Yeah. We've had that problem.
Like we either know our guys or the big
shows. We've had that problem when we bring people in like B-Boy. Like B-Boy and Eddie Kingston, when they came in, I was super excited for, and it seemed like the Addicts were not. It's like Yuta came in, and then immediately there was cheers, and there was a both these guys chant, and I was extremely happy for that because I really thought the crowd was kind of going to shit on Yuta. I'm like, guys, you're not going to be disappointed. You need to like this guy.
And because we've seen it happen with other indie guys in Texas coming in. It's like the first time we see them, the Addicts are like, who's this guy? I'm not going to be able to cheer.
Look at the first time we saw Skip.
Yeah.
Skip got no reaction whatsoever when he came out, and now people like Skip.
Yeah.
I mean, we always like Skip because we knew him, but
it's like we know his talent, we know his ability, and everything like that.
But Jackson, this match was amazing. Jackson getting the win. Hopefully, we get Yuta back. Would love it if he was around again. Maybe later on before he goes to a bigger stage. But one of my favorite things Jackson does, and he pulled it out in this match because we haven't seen it lately, is where he pulls him up into the fireman, drop into the, and then fall away slam.
He did all 3 of his finishers.
Yep.
Because the key crusher didn't work, that fall away slam didn't work, and then he finally got him with the sit down styles clash, or whatever he calls it.
Yeah. Which is, I always thought that was more devastating, but apparently talking to people, no, it's safer. And I'm like, okay.
It's a lot. If you know how the whole bump thing works, then it makes sense why that's
right. Yeah. Once it was actually explained to me, I go, oh, yeah, I didn't look at it that way. Because I remember watching him one time, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So it looks great. I love that move. And like I said, these 2 men are 2 of the best in the world right now.
And hopefully we get to see more of them.
And like I said, to me, it's right now. And like you even you're like, really, match of the year? Well, right now, yeah.
I mean, forgot how early it is.
I mean, we're in January, so right now, it's match of the year. It was great.
Yeah, currently match of the year. We may get more of a match of the year later on.
Yeah.
Who knows? The year is young. But, that was the Fallout. That was a really great show. Every match was match of the night.
No,
it wasn't. No, but it wasn't. The main event was the match of the night, pure and simple. The other matches were good. It was like good to great.
Good, great, serve their purpose.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I love about MPX is almost every match has a purpose to it.
Yeah, even the more exhibition style matches, it's like I was talking an article about how it's like, I'd like to see more women, challenge for championships and things like that. It's like, because we've seen most of the time we see women in just matches against each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not like it's without purpose. I mean, Nova was destroying all the other women at MPX last year because, she's proving that she is queen of MPX until Baby D came back in and, finished that story off. That was fantastic.
Well, I guess with Baby D gone, is Nova the queen now?
I guess we'd have to see her back at MPX to find out. But it was...
Or is it Erica Torres?
Well, she was the queen of everything. I guess MPX would be included in that. So.
Or is it Eden Grace?
We have enough women there that is a question that can be up for contention. We should find out at some point. But let's go ahead and talk about next week, Seeing Red, which, I do think... Red? 1D or 2, because it's like, I think there's an opportunity here for a joke, and I would take it, but I'm not the one booking the show. So
yes, Red Chambers will probably be on the card.
Maybe. Win or lose, it's still just appropriate in my opinion. But that's but
what, you just flash his image all over the screen the whole night?
Yeah, it's like just have him in consistent vignettes, or like when Palmer was just in the constant
just in the background.
It's like just have that. But we've got 3 matches announced. 2 that I've seen actually announced on the...
I was going to say 2 announced. We're breaking one, I think.
Yeah, we're breaking one of them. Let's go ahead and break that one because Vert Vixen's going to be there. And
you were just talking about women.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And he's like, if you haven't already seen, she's taking on...
I was going to say, if she survives tonight.
Yeah, I was like, she's taking on Abaddon tonight on AEW Dark. And... that's going to be cool. I'm actually going to go home and watch that because I'm looking forward to that. And seeing her here taking on Loverboy Larry, I think she'll survive this one.
If she can say that, but...
If she can survive Abaddon, she'll survive Larry.
See, and that's the thing. I feel like people overlook Larry.
I'm not overlooking him so much. It's just, level of,
It's just, Larry's he's a former champion. Why you gotta be like, Vert Vixen's gonna go eat, or like, people I think disrespect and overlook Larry.
I just think the threat level between him and Abaddon is a bit different. That's all. I think he could still win it. I just don't think he's as dangerous.
Okay. I mean, he's a former champion. That's pretty dangerous, isn't it?
Well, we'll see. But I'm actually looking forward to that match because it's going to be great to see Larry in the ring again.
Yes, it is going to be great. We were going to have him a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, didn't happen. So now we're getting him, hopefully.
Yeah.
But, cards always change. But, him and Vert Vixen, I think is going to be a good match. And,
And we get to see Sleazeball Larry again. That's going to be fun.
Of course. It's going to be great. So, and then, of course, with Vert Vixen, not too far along from her.
Yes, this one. And it's like, you think about it for a moment. It's like, you have to think about it for a moment, but it makes perfect sense. The Monster Hunter, Matthew Palmer, taking on the Chicano Kaiju, Prince Adam. That's going to be a great match just on its own due to the athleticism of both of them. And honestly, it's like, I think especially with the current release of the King Kong versus Godzilla trailer, it just makes perfect sense to have the Chicano Kaiju come in and just play that part up.
Yep.
Especially considering, it's like how big of a fan of this of that genre certain people are at the show.
It's going to be amazing to have Prince Adam come in, and then him and Palmer is just going to be phenomenal. It's match of the night, possibly contender early on right now, because that is going to be amazing. Prince Adam's one of our favorites for a while. We were sad we didn't get him one time. We got him again. Just wasn't what we wanted, but this is what we want.
Yes, this is definitely.
This is going to be great.
Get more of him in a match that he is just going to rock.
Apparently, Godzilla wins.
Like I said, third act, Gamera comes in with a steel chair, clears the ring. In other words, I was
going to say I've never watched Godzilla movies, but then I realized everyone's going to jump on me. So I've watched the new one. I've never watched the old ones. Let me, I guess, preface that.
If it's not obvious, I'm just excited for an exciting movie. That's all I want out of that.
Yeah.
But this match. Speaking of exciting,
yes,
because it's like Matt Palmer, one of the best. Period. The end. No ifs, ands, or buts. Prince Adam
becoming one of the
best. Definitely.
This match is going to be very fast paced, and I think people are going to expect a lot of high flying. It's not. It'll be some, but it's not going to be what people think. It's going to be very fast, but also very technical.
Like, part of me kind of is like, this is going to go up there for match of the year, just based on sheer athleticism.
Exactly.
It's like we're going to see, Adam's going to be able to pull out things he couldn't pull out even against Tommy Dean. Matt's going to be able to Matt's going to be able to be a powerhouse to a degree. Oh God.
He says, pick a winner, Godzilla or Kong. You have to pick.
I've read too many comics, man. I know how this kind of thing goes. It's not gonna, but yeah. So picking a winner, I'm gonna say Prince Adam wins. Yeah, Prince Adam wins. Yeah, there. Pick my winner.
You're definitely wrong on that one. Probably number one.
Like I'm getting yelled at. Third party yelled at.
Again, it's going to be great. Again, like I said, it is going to be very fast paced, but it's also going to be very technical because that's something that both these men are great at. So it's going to be amazing. And then our, I guess, somewhat main event.
I mean, it looks like it's got the makings for main event, especially with everything that's going on with MPX right now. It's going to be a tag team match of Casey and Noah back together again, finally, taking on 1 Million Legs. Tatum Manning and Mr. Legs.
Our rockin' sock is back.
Yes.
God.
And I'm wondering if there's going to be a division in the team between Tatum and Legs, because Legs just really kind of wants guys, we train together, we're buddies, we're friends, it's all good, come on. But at the same time, it's like he may be as indecisive as I am about Godzilla versus King Kong. He may be unable to choose. I'm kind of hoping he sides with Tatum on that, so that Tatum's not completely alone on this.
I don't know. It would be kind of interesting to see. Maybe there's some new footage or new something released, and Legs walks out on Tatum.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe people are finally realizing that no, Tatum did do it.
Maybe.
I think that's. I just want to do that because I know it's too obvious, but it would piss all the addicts off, and that's kind of my goal right now is to just piss all of them off.
It's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it's like I don't want it to happen because it's just too obvious. On the other hand, if it pisses off certain groups of people, I'm like all for it.
Yeah. Because then we're going to truly see how much that Tatum club actually supports.
It's like, who's a face mark and who's just a Tatum mark,
Well, I can guarantee you 3 of those are definitely Tatum marks.
They're going to go Tatum all the way.
But some of them, there are face marks. But no, the match is going to be good because, again, it's the future of MPX in this match. Yes. You've got 4 of the youngest, most recent trainees to come out. It's crazy. Tatum... Not even old enough to drink yet is the veteran.
If Red wasn't already wrestling, I'd say he should be the ref for this just to have all the new guys.
Again, things you don't talk about. You're going to get yelled at again, too.
Whatever.
But yeah, having these 4 in this match, and I know Palmer and Adams, the big draw, it's the big match. Mm-hmm. I want these 4 to be the main event. Just because, one, I know Tatum can actually do it. Yeah. And then it's also, I want it to shine as an MPX training event center. These are MPX trainees. This is a match to showcase this is what happens when you go to the MPX training center. You get to do stuff like this and you get to be this good.
I agree completely because while Matt Palmer and Prince Adam has all the hallmarks of a main event style match, this one, it's also got the stakes and everything. The relationship between Legs and Casey and Noah and Tatum and everything like that. Yep. And we might see Frankie pop up. That's always a possibility.
Why can't he be the special ref, huh? You want to guess ref? Why not?
I don't know. Maybe we get a different Fisher who's also got a beef with Tatum.
Yeah.
Oh. There's a thought.
Did it really just click to you?
Maybe Matt Fisher is the...
Yeah, that just clicked to you?
Yeah, that just clicked to me. I didn't even think about it. I don't know. After he got fired and, it's like he hasn't been seen since he announced that he's managing Remedy. And Remedy hasn't come back in a bit.
Yeah, soon. Soon as in probably 2 weeks at the Rumble, but whatever. Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Just saying. That's my speculation.
If he's at the Rumble, that just completely. We'll talk about.
Can you imagine him, Angel, and Schaefer all in the ring at the same time?
I hope they reinforce the ring because that's a lot of power in there.
I really hope. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I really hope Red's in there at the time. Kind of just that rookie initiation of those Red. 3 going against Red. It's that rookie initiation. It's like the Daniel Pewter at the Rumble.
It's just like
where Eddie and Chris and Bob Holly just chopped the shit out of him.
Unfortunately, Red, you cannot run from this combat.
Oh, you can eliminate yourself. You can totally. There have been several wrestlers. Andre the Giant eliminated himself, so you can do it.
True. But
no, having these 4 in that tag match with, like you said, the story and stakes that are going between Tatum and Casey, and knowing that Casey has a MPX title shot at Texas Rumble, Tatum, we've seen Tatum do some dastardly things before if he tries to take Casey out before that title match to kind of get payback for, look, you turned everyone on me. Mm-hmm. So,
or hell, Casey attacked Tatum from behind, not from behind, but Casey attacked Tatum outside the ring, just caught him by surprise.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, and like you said, it's interesting to see what Legs does because Tatum and Legs. I mean, when Tatum couldn't find a partner, there was Legs. Mm-hmm. So Legs is, like we said, it's the rock and sock kind of. They're strange bedfellows, but they work together and they have somewhat of a respect for each other. So you've got Tatum and Legs who. I think, like you said, I feel Legs sides with Tatum already just because he already has that kinship with him. But again, Legs is the, come on, guys, we're all buddies and friends and yay, and let's all squat together or whatever.
It's always leg day.
Exactly. So this is going to be a great match. And like I said, I really do hope it's kind of featured as the main event because it is, I think it's going to be a showcase for what the MPX Training Center truly is. And if there is like another ref that is new, see them, put them out there. Yeah. Let it be a true MPX training event center
all
match.
The new guys. Yeah. We're also going to be seeing a return of the boys. Yep. Whether they're going to be tag match or singles.
Maybe, but that was one of my favorite things from the show that Richard did was Tommy Prince is the Mad Prince.
The Mad Prince.
Just because there was a point in that match where Mad actually caught him and caught him hard. And he just laughed, kind of like the Joker. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I was sold on Tommy Prince after that. I was like, holy crap, you're amazing.
I'm all for that.
So, him calling him Mad Prince, I was like, that's phenomenal. That's perfect.
Maybe at a future point, we can get a Prince versus Prince match. You know, the Mad Prince versus Prince Adam.
That would be a killer match. That would be really good. And Gay Wilder's good, too.
Oh, yeah.
I liked his match with Silver.
And it's like, I agree with what Richard said last week of that match between him and Silver allowed Gabe to show the ability of him as a powerhouse, which just accentuated what I was talking about between them two, as to why I think they're a really effective tag team. I mean, look how close they came to beating Larger Than Life.
Not close.
They came close.
No.
Not
Larger Than Life. No one's beaten Larger Than Life. Until we find our own rated RKO type version to take them out.
Yeah, maybe. But the boys are going to be there. So I'm excited for that. We're also going to have Dimitri. Dimitri's always a treat to have anyway.
He is. We're going to see where his mindset is. Every time he's come in MPX lately, he's kind of had some bad luck. He has not been on the winning side lately. I
don't know. Maybe he'll go up against the another also appearing of Brixton Shaw. Put Brixton's undefeated streak up against Dimitri's climb back to the top.
So winning streak versus losing streak.
It wasn't so much a losing streak as just
it's a losing streak.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I know he had the match with Angel, but it don't.
Yeah, he's on the down. He's on down. It's so it's going to be interesting. Having the Bear Fighter there, having Brixton there is going to be great.
Yeah, and of course Kirby's going to be there as well. So there's already the bad blood between Brixton and Kirby.
I don't know why. I'm just saying.
It's Rehab, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't be like Richard. I figured this is what you're used to now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I start wearing a shirt that says "Welcome" on top of it since people like to walk all over me?
Yeah, Kirby and Brixton,
and Silver.
Like we said earlier, I wouldn't.
And Silver's going to be there too, just to have that as also appear.
Oh my. Just again, I wouldn't mind seeing Kirby and Brixton again. Maybe not this soon. It was, let it fester a little more. Because now that you mentioned it, I really do want to see Dimitri and Brixton. I think that'd be a great match. And then there's Silver. So, and I'm sure there'll be others.
Yeah, of course there will be others. I hope
there will be other people there. He says he was nice to you. He says he says that's him being nice. He's nice to you always.
Yeah, I know. That's like I said, welcome Matt. Just gonna get a welcome Matt shirt. But that is going to be an exciting show. Yep. Honestly, because it's like we're getting closer and closer to the Rumble, and maybe we'll get more announcements.
Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Maybe some people have turned in their invitations. Who knows? Have we mentioned
Legs will get another invitation under his belt?
Randy does not need one. Have we mentioned the Rumble sold out yet?
Actually, I was going to say let's go ahead and we can talk about that one.
Pretty sure we've said that.
The Texas Rumble is sold out, guys. You're only going to be able to catch it on the network. So get the network and pay for the live cast.
Unless I don't know, can we scalp tickets? I mean, I could sit in the car, watch it on network, go in. If I can scalp a ticket and make some money, could do that, right? Yeah. Is that legal? MPX management? Can we scalp tickets?
I think Kirby will hurt you for that.
Oh, I'm sure. Is this the part where I say, in case it's not obvious, I'm joking?
We wouldn't give up our tickets for the Rumble. No. But it's like we've already got announced Brixton Shaw.
Undefeated Brixton Shaw.
Undefeated
you have
Brixton
to say
Shaw.
that.
Dimitri Alexandrov. Angel Camacho, also undefeated.
Well, he's had one match. Settled down.
Yeah, but he's still undefeated.
No.
Has Angel Camacho been defeated at MPX?
He's been here once. You can't say you're undefeated.
That was not my question. Has he been defeated at MPX?
But listen, undefeated streaks don't count unless you have more than one match.
No, he's undefeated currently. He has not been beaten, so therefore he is undefeated at MPX.
He says he's got 3 for sale the week of 50 each.
I believe it. But yeah, Angel Camacho will be there. Michael Schaefer, Johnny O'Mara, and Mr. Legs with his 2 entries. I don't know how they're going to do that.
I really, and like I said, I don't, logistically, to me, it causes a problem, but it's that's me
if you
thinking logical, and you don't think logical in wrestling.
In the first 10 and then in the last 10,
right?
It should.
He's going to be 1 in 30.
Yeah,
which I don't like that, but
we'll see.
I mean,
yeah,
I do like his entrance music, so we get to hear it twice. So that's cool.
That'll be fun. And of course, it's like if he goes on and wins, then he can go take on Sky for the belt. No. If Sky survives Casey, I think Sky.
Oh, really?
I think Sky's going to survive Casey just fine.
Remember Sky wanting to kill you?
Yeah,
it's still
no.
happening.
You'll note I'm being very, very facetious here about that because it's like Casey. I like him. And he's talented.
Let's be honest with Tatum. Is Casey even going to make it to the Texas Rumble?
Exactly. So we'll see. I mean, who do you think is going to walk away with the MPX, the number 1 contendership for Destiny? Who's going to win the Rumble? Let us know in the comments because I think we're getting close to time. Production, how are we at time?
We are. An hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, so we're actually going longer. We're way past time.
No, this is the time when Richard said we still have time.
Share, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow us on Facebook, and I guess Gotch be with you, wrestling fans.
See you all Saturday. I guess we're done.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
But no,
we're done.
Richard said we could keep going.
No, I don't want.
When he said, we're not done. We have questions. We want questions. We got questions.
Oliver's trying to stop the show. See, he's right over here trying to hit the stop button.
Oliver says that he wanted to join.